So today we are going to have a non-associative. So today we are going to have an associative nonsense talking slash visualization talking about a random object. And I came up with this object because my friend told me to do and talk about this object a couple of weeks ago, and we decided, while we talked about some philosophical ideas, one of the properties that I want to have is being able to talk about nonsense, let's say. Not specifically on nonsense, I just want to have better communication skills with people. So he told me that in the Russian language, in his language, it's something called a golub. I'm not really sure if that's the correct word for it. But this is vitamin C, and today I'm going to try to talk as much as possible about vitamin C and to see where it will be able to take me. So let's start. So what do I know about vitamin C? I know that we all have it in our system, and I know that it comes from a lot of fruits such as oranges, mandarin, I can't recall the name of it in English, but it has a specific group name of fruits that has this vitamin in a lot of percentage. And I know that you can make a blood test in order to see how much are you missing or how much you are not missing. And for me, I can tell you that I used to take pills. So you can take pills in order to get more vitamin C. And in general, what I found out is that by not actually I found it like on the last year, is that when you don't have vitamin C, first of all, vitamin C helps for the healing system of your body. So if you're getting injured and you are having enough vitamin C, then you are being healed faster. Your body regenerates itself better. And what I found out is that on the last year I found out that I have aftas in my mouth, and aftas is like small holes that are being created in the lips area from the inside. And what I found out is that vitamin C can actually help me a lot, because after is a known problem, but this problem actually is not fully understandable to why it actually occurs. There are some reasons to why it actually occurs. It can be from stress. It can be from bad system, from bad health system, and it can also be from sexual diseases. I can't recall how it's called, but never mind. So what I found out is that when you have after and you're taking vitamin C, there was actually an article that I saw, a science article, that proved that taking vitamin C actually helps heal in 50%, as I recall, 50% better. And I also recall that not only it helps current after holes to heal faster, It also helps in not having them from the first place, or having less of them. So that's something I recall from the science article. Let's see what else can I say about it. This I bought from VitaCost. So actually this is funny. VitaCost is a really great company to have vitamins from, and in my country we have different brands. I'm not going to say their name, but we have different brands that are selling these vitamins for way pricier, and of course you need to go to the shop to buy them from. And what I found is that I can find it in different online sources. That's something that I usually didn't do in the past. And you can buy them from online and also get it straight to your home for free. And what I also found out is that when I traveled to Poland, and so one of these brands of super pharmacy is actually existing there, and what I found out is that this specific brand actually sells in way cheaper in Poland, and I think that I know why it is. I think that this is because they want to gain a market in Poland, and the person that I met in Poland actually told me that the person that I met in Poland actually told me that they are one of the cheaper companies in Poland for super pharmacy. So this is quite funny. What else? What else do I have on this product? In general, when I was in childhood, I didn't only take vitamin C, I also used to take iron pills. I used to take it because I had iron deficiency, and childhood I had iron deficiency because and this iron deficiency led to anemia, and I had iron deficiency because I didn't eat a lot of meat, and today I'm trying to be more on the vegan type. Sometimes it doesn't go well because I'm a bit of addicted to Kinder Bueno, for example, and sorry for the dogs, by the way. So the iron deficiency anemia is something that I had a lot in my childhood phase, and now in general I can't recall having it from the multiple blood tests that I did, which is a bit funny because I am not eating meat for the last 2.5 years at least, and even when I did it, I ate things that are simple, such as things that don't have a lot of iron, such as chicken breast or chicken wings or schnitzel, things that don't have a lot of this iron and are considered like less of a great source for them. So now I'm trying to try a bit more of veganism, and I add a lot of things that are really cool, such as vegan hamburger, and I had vegan pizza in Tel Aviv, and I had a vegan hamburger from multiple places actually. One of them is a known brand which is called Beyond Meat, and other vegan hamburgers that include different sources of protein. For example, I add mushroom, I add from tofu, I add from soy, I add it's not called radish, I can't recall the name of the vegetable, but it's like red vegetable that you make a lot of soups from. You make also red soup from it, and this actually red vegetable is a lot of times is used in vegan hamburger to give the juicy and the red color to the vegan hamburger, to make it look like a vegan hamburger, which is funny because a lot of vegans that I know don't actually love the feeling of hamburger and would actually don't want the hamburger to be called hamburger, because for me, for example, I have this thing that I don't like a hamburger because I mentally don't like thinking that I'm eating an animal. So, as I said, a lot of people that I know wouldn't like it to be called hamburger and wouldn't want the feeling of eating an animal. We actually have a lot of really great vegan brands in Israel. On the last 2.5 years, I found out that Israel is actually the number one place in the whole world in having the highest amount of percentage of vegan people, and I'm pretty happy about it because I feel that I always went toward more veganism, or let's say in general, because I do love eating fish, because I also found out that I'm actually pescatarian. So I'm like, pescatarian is people that don't eat meat but eat fish, and some of the pescatarian actually eat cheese and milk-based products. So I'm more on that type, because I definitely don't like eating meat. And I can recall my mother when I was like, I think 12 years old. I used to have this recipe from an old friend of spaghetti bolognese, and that was a really good spaghetti bolognese. But when I was 12 years old and my mom suddenly told me while I was eating spaghetti bolognese, she suddenly told me, you know that this is from cow meat? And I told her no, and then I started pretty much sort of puking my food, and ever since then I wasn't able to eat cow meat. So I found out that we have a lot of vegan people in Israel, And I think that I'm really proud of that, not because of having a lot of vegan people in Israel, more of having a lot of because we are a really small country, and because we are an high-tech country in Israel. I think that it allows us to be trying more things and to be on the verge of modern of the modern world. So that's really great. Because as I know, we also have a lot of gay people. We are trying to. The problem is that we have a lot of gay. It's not a problem of having gay people, but the thing is that our country is religious based, and because of that, gay people are not like being accepted as by law. But in general, because we are a small country and we are going toward this modern ideas of veganism and freedom of speech or freedom of sexuality, that means, or for example, drug usage. That means that our law is changing toward more freedom, and that's something that I'm happy for. But I am unhappy about our government. We have a lot of, in my opinion, corrupted people in our government, and because we have a lot of corrupted people in our government, it always seems that we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere because we have a really bad, let's say, I wouldn't say really bad economy, but that our economy is on a way of dropping, especially also because of coronavirus and because of the corruption, and because of the corruption we also have a lot of elections. We are going to have the fourth election, and so I'm unhappy about the government, because the thing is that I feel that our government is keeping the people poor. What I would see is that even though the poor people saw exactly what bad things happened while we have this government, they don't really see what's going on the backstage of the government, and because of that, the poor people are being kept poor from economy and poor from knowledge. And I hope that in the future this will change, because else I think that we're pretty much doomed as a Jewish culture, because we are pretty much split it into two parts. The people that are going with the government that I think that is bad, and the people that are more rational, and you know, I for example, I'm not going with a specific person. I'm going with people that I think that are rational, and that I think that are honest in our government. Because I think, for example, that being a prime minister can be taught, because we do have leaders that can be leading, that is not the current prime minister. thing is that a lot of people are being scared to have this change, because to be honest, I'm not happy with the government and I'm not happy with the prime minister, but I can say that this prime minister is definitely a genius in politics. He knows how to make people go around to do everything that he say. But the thing is that he is looking only at his S, let's say. And in general, this is a bit scary because it seems like the government doesn't really care about the people, doesn't care about the population. And in Israel, as some of you may know, we have a lot of Arabic people which are trying to hurt us. And I hope that this will change. I hope that the Arabic people will understand that we can live in peace and we can live with coexistence. And I hope that everything that is related to that will change. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This is the first session out of more sessions that I'm planning to have about nonsense, associative, and visualization thinking. And I hope that the next sessions will go better for me, and I hope that these sessions will help me challenge myself into being more witty and being more creative and being more less stressed with my body and my space and environment, and that in the future I'll be able to talk to an audience with a leading vibe, leading voice. And so enjoy your day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and that's it.